I do think will win. The top four is pretty evident. Men's bikini, men's physique. When I say a negative about someone, not because I'm better. Let's just get that clear. Right, hello and welcome back to the YouTube. We're in for push today. Warming up with a bit of rotator cuffs. We're also going to go through full Olympia predictions, as when this drops, I believe the Olympia is next weekend. So very close. We've got push. This is actually the first time I'm running the push A session of the new split. So I'm actually very excited for it. It's a fucking big session. I'm not going to be able to move my chest after this. Yeah, we've got 3 presses, potentially 4, because there is a decline press program. However, I don't have a decline press here, so we're going to do a dip instead. So minus that, we've still got 3 other presses, which is a fucking lot. Right, warm up for chest. I literally do rotator cuffs for a little bit on the cable machine, so there is active resistance the right way. If you just get a dumbbell and do like fucking this one that everybody does, gravity's pulling you down here, so you're not warming up your rotator cuff. This one, yeah, sure, but then at the top here, stack joints, again, it's not going to do a whole lot, so I prefer to use a cable in front to pull out and forward, because then it actually hits your rotator cuff. I'll then do some flies, sort of all angles. I'll just do it really light, hit fucking everything, warm up all the pecs, lubricate the joints and stuff like that, and then I'm pretty good to go. Right, I believe on this Smith machine we have 2 sets on here. The second set is an intensifier. Yeah, 2 sets, 8 to 12 reps for the first set. And then for the second set, we're doing an extended rest pause, aiming for about 20 reps total. So with that, we're gonna pick a weight that we can get for maybe 10 reps and hit failure. Do it for 10, fail. So honestly, probably the same set as my top set. Fail around 10, rack it, wait 15 seconds or 10 deep breaths. Unrack it, go again for as many as possible. Maybe I'll get like 5. That'll bring us to 15 reps total. We need another 5 still, so I'll rack it, wait 15 seconds, unrack it. Maybe I'll get 3, rack it, wait 15. Unrack it, get 2, and then that'll be the set done. So you'll make more sense when you see me do it. Put it in short. We're aiming for 20 reps. We'll go to failure, and then that may be like 10 to 12. We'll then wait 15 seconds and then go again. And basically keep doing that until we hit a total of 20 reps. Yes, this is 33 and 66, not quite 70-30, but it's close enough. I think we're gonna do 2 on the top, 1 on the middle for 2 sets, and then reduce it. I don't know how much by, but we'll find out. Inch workout wise, still going 50 grams cyclodextrin and 20 grams of, currently using the blackberry aminos, which are EAs from ESN, I fucking love them. Predictions. I've written the predictions out to save a bit of time here. So for the open, I'm going to do my full top 15. For classic, we'll do top 6, first call out. And for men's physique, we'll do the 4 that I can name. So open, we'll just do now. Right, obviously, the top 4 is pretty evident. Win is also evident in my opinion. Right, Samson, I'm British, of course. Samson is going to win. I think he'll be tighter. I think he'll still be fucking massive. And I think he's going to have beautiful shape. So Samson, lights out win. I've got Nick in second. The thing with Samson as well that I'll quickly say is I think Samson's either going to be 1st or 4th. I don't think there's any in between. I think Nick, Derek and Hardy are much more similar and compare far nicer than Samson. Like, Samson's the odd one out there. So I think he'll either win or I think he'll be behind. Because if Samson's on, he'll win. If he's not on, I think he'll slip quite heavily. So yeah, I'm going to Samson winning because obviously I think he will be on. Nick in second, then Hardy, then Derek. 5th, I've got Martin. 6th, Andrew. Those I'm all pretty confident with, okay? And then 7th onwards is where it's an absolute clusterfuck and I don't really have a clue. So I've gone ambitious. I've gone 7, I've gone for Good Vito. 8, I've gone Rubiel. Those 2 are both massive wild cards, so who really knows where they're going to come. Then I've got Bonac in 9th, and I've got Urs in 10th, right? Followed by Tonio in 11th, 12th Regan, 13th Hakeem, 14th Brandon, which I think is quite a disservice to Brandon. I've not seen any updates from him. Everybody always, I think, doubts him in recent years, myself included, and then he always shows up and he's like a perennial fucking 7th through 10th. He has been for the last few years, I think. He's always in amongst Bonac and Hakeem, but I think with the new players, like the Vito, the Rubiel, I think he may slip a little bit. But I may be very wrong there, but I don't really know. And then 15th, I've put Brett. I think he'll still be too small, but I love his physique, so. That is my top 15 for Open. Let me know why I'm wrong. Put your predictions below. And also, like, I've got to be careful nowadays, weirdly. Now I've got somewhat of a platform. For some reason, I've never had it personally, but I do think I've watched enough podcasts to know that people can get upset when other pros predict placings and they don't perhaps put them where they want. So none of that is personal. It is purely my opinion based off what updates I've seen, right? I'm no expert, so please do not get offended at that. All of the athletes I'm about to comment on, they're all better than me. They all shit on me, everybody, right? When I say a negative about someone, not because I'm better. Let's just get that clear. Classically, I'm going to split this into two categories, right? I'm going to do what I think's going to happen, and I'm going to do what I want to happen as a fan, because they are different. So that's the one that's probably going to get me in trouble. What I think's going to happen is in what do I actually think? If I had to bet on this, where would I put my money, right? I do think Mike will win, so I'm going Mike first. Then I've got Ramon in second, Terence in third, Logan in fourth, Jasoma in fifth, and then Naz in sixth. Big up, Naz. Reasoning, I think Mike's lights out ahead at the minute, just size-wise, his condition's great, his posing's good. He seems to be obviously the clear favourite running into it. Ramon, I've got second, pretty much one of the only taller ones, minus Logan. Fucking significantly more muscled than Logan. And unfortunately, not necessarily I agree with this, but unfortunately nowadays, like, well, not even just nowadays, classic is bodybuilding with a weight cap. Sure, there's slight more emphasis on shape, but there is an emphasis on shape in open as well. You know, if you've got two identical people with the same muscle, same condition, the one with prettiest shape will win. That's no different to classic, right? So muscle does matter. I do think Ramon is significantly bigger than Logan. Terence I've got in third. Now, I'd love to see Terence higher than third. Of all of them, I think he's one of my favourites. The way his physique flows, I was speaking to Iran when I literally went to the gym today about Terence, like the amount of detail on his physique, his posing and everything is phenomenal. Sure, he's shorter, but so is Mike. I think Terence gets overlooked a lot of the time personally, because when everybody watches the live stream for the Olympia, the lighting never does him justice on the stream. Obviously he's darker skinned and it doesn't translate as well on the live stream. And then you look at photos after, it looks fucking phenomenal. But on the stream, I think people always give him, or not give him a hard time, but just overlook him. So yeah, I've got Terence in third, love to see him higher. Logan fourth. I think he's just not going to have the musculature from the rear to hang with those sort of top three. Condition will be phenomenal. Posing's obviously fucking unbelievable. I do think it'll be close between him and Jose. I think that could be a flip-flop, him and Jose. Both probably the best condition of anybody on that stage this weekend will be those two. I think Jose's much better from the back, but I also think Logan proportionally overall is probably slightly better. So it's really, are they going to go for muscle or are they going to go for proportion? I just don't know. I think it's very close between those two. Naz in sixth. Again, I'd love to see Naz fucking top three. And I think he absolutely will be there within a year or two, if it's not this year. I just think, again, probably slightly under-muscled. He's obviously taller, and I think to hang with Ruff, Ramon, and fucking Mike, they're all just so much more heavily muscled than Naz is right now. They've just got a density. Because Naz, a lot of it's newer muscle he's put on in the last year or two. Whereas, like, Ramon's had this muscle for fucking 5 years now. So, yeah, I'd love to see Naz higher, but I just think size-wise he's going to struggle. So that's if I was betting. Now, let me go to my thing where what I'd love to see happen, right, would be Ramon or Terence, one or two. I think I'd like to see Ramon win because it's, in my opinion, more similar to what Chris was. The taller structure, heavily muscled, and good condition. That's really what I'd probably like to see happen just from a fan perspective, because that's, to me, what classic is. It is taller, which goes against me as an athlete because I'm not the tallest, right? But just as a fan, I'll be honest. Mike in third. I think that's naive to think Mike could come third, but from what I'm a fan of, Mike's fucking unbelievable, but he's almost too alien. Like, Mike's structure is that fucking freaky. He is so wide, yet not the tallest. And he's a much more condensed that I just don't think it's as pleasant as Chris, if that makes sense. And I think classic should be marketable and pleasant to look at. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's right, that's just what I prefer. So that's why I'd have Mike third. Then I'd have Jose, and then I'd have Logan. Again, similar to the reason I said before, I think that's a flip-flop. Reason and what I want to happen is just because I'm mates with Jose and I want to see him do well. I'd love to see Naz higher. I'd personally have Naz ahead of Logan. I just think Logan's condition will be too much. Like, Naz is peeled, but Logan's just like different level. So yeah, who knows? We'll see. But yeah, that like is what I think will happen, but who fucking knows? There are so many phenomenal, like the standard of classic is increasing so quickly every year, and the judging is so hard to predict at the moment. I've been watching all the recent shows, and it's 1 week one person will place fucking second, the next week they're 14th, and it's just crazy. So it's going to be an interesting year next year, that's for sure. We've now got a chest stretch, some isometrics. It's called a Dante Trudel stretch, right? DC stretch. Never done them before. Carl's programmed them. I've listened to JP talk about them. JP finds it's obviously just the stretch out the fibers of the chest, which will help blood flow, everything like that. Probably a little bit more anecdotal evidence to suggest they're good. I'm sure JP's sure there's literature that says otherwise, right? But to like replicate JP's words, he's got more muscle than the guys writing the papers. He's way stronger. He knows what it feels like. They fucking don't. It's hard to argue with that. Ow. Probably slightly heavy, to be honest. I'm going to do 20s next week. That can last about 30 seconds. I do think I've got some like insane mobility there because the dumbbell's like lower than my body. So again, I'm going to watch that back, but that felt significantly better. I actually felt that one much more in my chest and pretty much no front delt, unlike the first set. So for all you out there, even if you don't post on YouTube, even if you don't post on Instagram, right, there is huge benefits to filming the odd set here and there, just so you can watch it back and assess your own form. Because if I hadn't watched that back, I probably wouldn't have known that I was holding it too wide. So yeah, benefits there. Right, we are doing a closed grip press now. Fucking another press. My chest is cooked, but obviously this is tricep focused. My triceps are shit. Now, I'm trying to, because I've got a bit of spare time today, I thought, fuck it, let's try this Jim Lecco standing press that I've never done in my life. But I do recollect, I think Kuba used to come on here for triceps. And if Kuba did it, it must be pretty good. So, mainly because I don't want to go back on the Smith machine if I can help it. Because I've already done the Smith press today, and I like to keep my life entertaining. This is the only time I leave the house, right? So I don't want to spend my whole session on one machine. I will, however, do my men's bikini, men's physique predictions. Ryan for three-peat, Ali in second, then I'm on Brandon third, Aaron in fourth, and that's it. Why is Ryan winning? Because I've been with him in person, I know how fucking hungry he is, and I want him to. Right? I think his midsection is going to be sharper than last year. His back, in my opinion, is much better than Ali's currently is. Ali's midsection is crazy, but I just think Ryan's equally as good midsection, if not slightly better, in my opinion. And Ryan's back pose is better. And he's a reigning champ. So Ryan for three. Ali, clear second. I think those two will be quite far ahead of the rest. Brandon in third because I think his back's pretty weak, all things considered, compared to like Ryan and Aaron Banks. But I prefer his front shot. Aaron Banks in fourth. Back's fucking ridiculous. Front shot, it's all right. It's all right, though. Like, he's not won the Olympia. It's very good, but I prefer Brandon from the front. But I prefer Aaron from the back. Right then, that is the current look. I did just run about 15 minutes of posing after I turned the camera off because posing fitness, and I see Kyle in person soon, and you know, I can't be fat and out of breath. So I'll just be fat, at least I won't be out of breath. That's the official Olympia predictions. Sorry for any spoilers, now you all know the results of what's going to happen because they are 100% accurate. And leave your predictions down below and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Unless you're agreeing with me, then you're right. But no, like in all seriousness, very excited to head out to America. We've got lots planned, as I said. Hopefully near enough daily videos. Yes, the videos will be shorter. More Sam Sulek style, right? We're going to do like 10, 15 minute videos daily, hopefully. We'll hopefully sort some collabs as well. Obviously it's difficult because everybody competing doesn't really want to collab, which I totally understand. But there should obviously be other athletes in and around that will not be competing, but will be able to collab. So they'll very much just be played by ear when we get there. So if you are coming to Olympia, please do come and say hello. It would be sick to meet as many of you as possible. Never done anything like that in America before. I don't know, I've got quite a big demographic in America, so that'd be sick. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, which will be probably day one of the States. Hell yeah.